Kayak telat ya. Hmm, udah. Udah 480 sih. Let's go. Apakah masih ini dong? Masih jelek ya? Ini nggak kalah 480 aja lah ya. Daripada nge-lag aku nggak mau nge-lag lah ya. Oke. Halo Ahmad Raffi Dian Kusuma. Halo. Welcome. Buset. Aku mau, apakah ada imbibitor lunai? Tapi aku pengen ini sih. Jingliu sih, ada nggak Jingliu ya di sini? Hmm, belum. Apakah ada yang bagus di sini? Kayak ini sih, ada story baru nih kayak. Kan story kita habis. Bentar, aku masih belum MOC ya? Oh iya dong, aku udah lama nggak MOC dong. Apakah sudah pada nunggu? Iya, sudah pada nunggu asap. Tung, 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 tung. Pada nunggu apa? Fusion ya? Pada nunggu Fusion asap. Kalau aku mah nunggu Jingliu aja deh. Pengen ambil Jingliu Aku sekarang udah. Aku red honest ya sekarang. Red ya. Oh aku red on asem. Kemarin aku dapat wealth. Astaga. Sekarang aku udah pasti dapat satu nih. Tinggal kita cek mau ambil apa. Jingliu kayaknya. Apakah nih. Tren. Lama juga ya. 5 menit dong ininya, loading screennya. Dia lagi update kayaknya nih. Sedang update asam. Buff Jingyuan asam. Jingyuan kurang di max sih sebenarnya, tapi OP juga sih ultinya, pasifnya tuh. Bentar.
It's fortunate I could make it. My divination results predicted you making a fool of yourself. The show is about to start. Make sure you remember these words. You wouldn't want to tarnish the Xianzhou's reputation now, would you?
No, Master Diviner.
Susah nggak?
After me. Fulgurant Leap.
Fulgurant Leap.
Epical Spectrum.
Dia guru ya?
Epical
Terus jadi
Spectrum.
guru atau dia?
Aurum Alley's Hustle and Bustle.
Aurum Alley's Hustle and Bustle.
The Swarm Disaster.
The Swarm Disaster.
Audience.
Audience.
Not bad.
Lucu ya?
Make sure you
Cibi-cibinya.
recite them a few more times.
Cibinya lucu
Master Diviner,
What is it now?
how do you say this one?
High Cloud Quintet.
Ada imputor Luna di sana.
We honor those who have passed on.
Lanjutan nih, lanjutan.
We place items of the dead onto star skiffs
Oh my
and send them
god.
out to sail between the stars, to shine brightly among them.
Before you leave, please make time to
Wee.
recuperate. I must attend to some Cloud Knight matters. Farewell for now. All things in this world have their laws.
Gantung nih bos.
You know that I'm a descendant of the Lord Fu
Imputor
Tianma.
Luna ya Sam.
You witnessed my secret strength, as March would call it.
Ini bikin lebih
As you
bagus ya.
can see, we added a few things to the
Bentar, itu ada apa?
simulated universe.
Oh, Herta dong.
Stephen Lloyd thinks this is a big achievement. We call it Simulated Universe. The Swarm Disaster.
Muncul baru dong. Luka. Masa keren loh si Fu soalnya lo Asem. Udah. Asem ada redemption code lagi. Waduh. Let's go lah. LAN PVG ETX HFT. Aduh, aku tulis dulu di sini lah ya. Alah. Aku masuk ke gamenya dulu lah, bentar. Ayo mau masuk ke gamenya dulu lah. Bentar. Langsung aing masukkan aja nih.
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and you know the rest. Welcome to the version 1.3 Celestial
wait.
Eyes Above Mortal Ruins special program. As always, your good buddy Albert's here to bring you all
Nice.
the latest intel on the upcoming version. Today, our three
Itu apa?
special guests are...
Ini
Hi everyone,
Apa?
I'm
Ada yang
Sarah
baru?
Wiedenheft and I voice Fu Xuan.
Fusion.
What's up, guys? I'm Angelica Nupaneni, and
Gila.
I voice Sushang.
Susah.
Hey Trailblazers, I'm Nicholas Leung, and I voice Dan Heng.
Welcome,
Anjing gitu ya?
welcome, and welcome
Ini
again.
betul nih.
I gotta say,
Gila, keren.
that trailer was loaded with details on the new version. Sarah, anything stand out for you?
Well, I'm always excited for story updates, but that last segment caught my eye too. The swarm disaster? Was that it? It looked pretty intense.
I know. Did Herta upgrade the simulated universe again? You know, my Trailblazer senses are
update loh di
tingling.
Simulated Universe. Lagi kah?
The simulated universe will be getting some significant updates in version 1.3, but that's for later in the program. First, let's take a look at the new characters joining the
New
war.
Itu yang kamu
First on
pin.
the
Oh,
list,
itu yang
finally
kode pin
revealing
apa?
his
Kode
true
yang di
We
ya?
have
Kode
Don
penukaran.
Hung, Imbibitor Lunae.
Wah. Wih, GG asem. Masa. Itu kode redeem itu asem. Tuh, sakit banget loh kalau misalnya udah 3 energi loh pakainya loh. Dia boros energi sih kalau misalnya pakai Imbibitor dulu nih. Gila keren sih.
Oh, okay.
Keren sih.
So March wasn't bluffing.
Imaginary dong.
Don Hung does have secret strength. But
Aku ambil kali.
why would he suddenly reveal it after hiding it
Aku
for
udah
so
loca.
long?
Aku udah ada well.
Let's not forget he
Tambah
did
ini
get
ya, Sam.
impaled.
Tambah satu
Yeah,
lagi
I
mungkin
think if he
pela ya.
kept it under wraps any longer, he
imaginary
might
ya.
have had trouble staying alive. Desperate times, desperate measures.
Okay, it makes sense.
Aku
But
ambilin
why
dia
the
kali ya.
secrecy up till then?
Buat meta.
Well, to answer that question, we gotta talk about Don Hung's previous incarnation, Don Fung, a member of the High Cloud Quintet.
That's right. I'm sure Trailblazers will have noticed that certain characters in the story have been referring to Dan Hung as Imbibitor Lunae. But Imbibitor Lunae is actually a title handed down as part of the Law Fu Vidyadhara High Elder Succession. The person they're referring to here isn't Dan Hung, but Dan Fung.
Dan Feng ya.
Dan Feng was
Yang-
once the Law Fu Vidyadhara High Elder. He achieved great deeds for the Xianzhou in wartime, but ultimately committed an unforgivable sin.
Waduh.
Wait, but
Masa lalu
if Don
si
Hung's
Dan
still
Hung ya?
alive, then Don Fung's sin can't have been that unforgivable, right?
I think someone pulled a few strings. There's only one guy in the Law of Food risked the Xianzhou's reputation
Namanya
like
Dan
that.
Heng loh di sini loh.
Jing
Iya sih.
Yuan.
Dia masih-
Is
dia
that
masih
what a
Dan-
little
masih-
bird
masih
told
Dan
you,
Heng.
Albert?
Mhm.
I never knew owls were so gossipy.
Oh, no. Jing Yuan's not to blame this time. The head of the Xianzhou Vidyadhara, the High Elder, possesses the power to transform into a dragon. The method of entrusting this power to the next head is a closely guarded secret, and the responsibility of each High Elder. We don't know the full story, but Dan Feng misused this method and sparked a terrible calamity. As a result, the Vidyadhara grew to hate Dan Feng, but executing him would have brought an end to the High Elder succession. They decided to use an exuviation charm, forcing him to reincarnate. Which is
Oh,
why
dia maksa
Dan
dia
Hung
untuk
is alive and
reinkarnasi
well
ya.
today.
Gila.
The
Siblet
world
ya,
of the
siblet.
Vidyadhara is complicated.
But why would Don Feng cause so much trouble? I suspect there are a few more secrets waiting for us down the line.
Iya loh.
Ah,
Dan
the
Feng dulunya
Lord of the
bikin apa ya?
unknown.
Jadi penasaran deh.
But
Si
fear
Dan Feng.
not, Trailblazers. A banquet of delicious secrets awaits you. Now, let's take a look at how secret strength Don Hung handles himself on the battlefield.
As an imaginary type character following the path of destruction, Dan Hung, Imbibitor Lunae's specialty is consuming multiple skill points to trigger
Iya,
an
Azam.
array of
Dia boros
powerful
skill point,
abilities.
Azam.
Tapping the skill button enhances the effects of Imbibitor Lunae's basic attack, Beneficent Lotus, up to 3 times in succession. Depending on the number of enhancements, Beneficent Lotus becomes Transcendence, Divine Spear,
Wah,
and
sem-
Fulgurant Leap, respectively.
Itu pakai
Hits per action
pakai
and
satu
damage
doang
dealt
ya?
increase with
Ah,
each
ini yang
enhancement.
3 energi nih.
Additionally, single target damage is replaced with multiple target damage in both
Masuk.
Divine Spear and Fulgurant Leap.
In Imbibitor Lunae's talent,
lihat, lihat,
Righteous
lihat.
Heart amplifies the damage he deals as the number of hits per action in the current turn increases.
Sounds like skill
Emang
point
OP sih dia.
management is going to be pretty important for Imbibitor Lunae's allies.
Hold that
Ultinya
thought.
apa? Ultinya.
When using his ultimate, Imbibitor Lunae deals imaginary damage to a single
Gila.
target and adjacent enemies,
Gila.
while also receiving a set amount of Squama Sacrosancta. Squama Sacrosancta can be used to offset Imbibitor Lunae's skill point consumption.
Man, Secret Strength Don Hung is kind of a one-man band.
But that's not all. Imbibitor Lunae's technique, Heaven Quelling Prismadragon, allows him to enter a leaping dragon state for a set time. In this state, using an attack causes Imbibitor Lunae to lunge forwards a set distance and strike all enemies he comes into contact
Oh,
with.
kena semuanya dong.
Entering
Break-
battle in this
breaknya.
way allows Imbibitor Lunae to acquire a set amount of Squama Sacrosancta.
And lo, Such is the frightful power of the High Elder. Now that we've introduced secret strength on Hung, let's move on to an old friend of ours, the Master Diviner, Lady Fu Xuan.
Fusion. Gila, cakep banget dia. Nah, cek dulu, check this out. Asem, cakep, asem. Bagus banget tuh skillnya. Itu ultinya ya?
Her first encounter with the Trailblazers was pretty impressive.
From high above, amid a hail of
Aing nggak mau,
bullets, came the words.
Aing
Your
nggak mau full
every
dia ya.
move has been foreseen.
By the Omnisia.
Okay, you gotta admit, her bullet deflection game is on point. But I wonder, how'd she fare against a Star Knot, though?
Oh, yeah, I can't see her swatting one of those out of the sky.
Fu Xuan might have something to say about that.
Oh, okay.
Our hexagrammatic position is fluctuating between the earth and water trigrams. What do we have to fear? Let us counter this menace directly with the might of the Xianzhou.
Oh, Susheng translation. Hexagram says let's do this.
I think the Divination Commission would benefit from having Su Shang as a translator.
Yes.
The Omnisia on Fu Xuan's forehead is a mysterious instrument that allows her to calculate her every move in advance. However, the immortal bodies of the Xianzhou natives exhibit adverse reactions to external augmentation. While the Omnisia may grant her incredible computational abilities, it also causes her pain and exhaustion.
Well, with great power, you know the rest.
Comes great responsibility ya.
That explains Fu Xuan's reliance on bubble tea, then, huh? I heard she drinks like 10 cups of Immortal's Delight a day.
no.
Hey, that sounds like gossip to me. What if Immortal's Delight is just heckin' delicious?
I suspect it is, though I'm sure the sugar helps. Running the Divination Commission and divining the fortunes of the Xianzhou, it's an exhausting gig.
Area kayaknya.
Alright, Anjali's right. No more bubble tea gossip. By way of apology, how about I treat everyone to 10 cups of Immortal's Delight after the show?
Yes! Now we're talking.
Let's talk about bubble tea later. It's time to take a look at how the Master Diviner showcases her abilities on the battlefield. Fu Xuan is a quantum-type character, following the path of preservation. But where other path of preservation characters mainly use shields for defense, Fu Xuan takes a different road.
Beda.
Precisely. After using her skill, Fu Xuan activates the Matrix of Prescience, which lasts for a set number of turns. This allows Fu Xuan to absorb some of that damage for her allies.
Absorb di mech ya. Beda
When
ya
the
sekarang.
Matrix of Prescience is active, it grants the knowledge effect to the entire team,
beda loh,
increasing characters' max HP and crit rate. Fu Xuan's talent offers a variety of effects. Firstly, Fu Xuan can provide a permanent misfortune avoidance state, reducing the damage taken by the entire team.
Reducing di mech
Secondly,
dong.
when Fu Xuan's HP drops below a set percentage,
Tanker
she
langsung dia.
recovers a set percentage of HP.
POV, you're Fu Xuan's enemy. Why are my attacks healing
Bisa
her?
bisa healing dia.
That's not all. Fu Xuan's ultimate deals quantum damage to all enemies, but it also increases the frequency of her talent's HP
Masa
restoration.
buat
effect.
sele ya tapi.
Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, Fu Xuan's technique can grant a barrier for the whole team that lasts for a set duration. During exploration, the barrier blocks all enemy attacks,
Di-block loh.
thereby preventing battles that would otherwise have triggered in this way. Her technique also activates the Matrix of Prescience automatically at the start of the next battle.
That's our Master Diviner.
Buset, dia beda
Reliable and
sama
determined. No wonder
beda
she's
sama
got her
tanker pada
sights set on
umumnya
the
dia.
general.
Halo Alice,
Her
halo.
style is very different to Jing Yuen's, but being a defensive backbone for her team is equally respectable. And you won't find her guarding or playing chess on the job either.
I didn't say it.
We're moving swiftly on to our final character. It's time we introduced a young girl from Bellaba, Lynx Landau.
Oh ini yang baru ya. Urusan E6 itu kuat banget. Bisa heal, bisa ngebuff, bisa di buff, bisa di PS. Buset. Banyak banget langsung. E6. Serem ah. Itu Mitty pasti udah E6 sih pasti dia E6-in itu. Ini baru ya. Aku baru pertama kali lihat dia B4 kayak dia. Dia healer juga kayaknya.
Surname ring a
Wantung dong.
bell.
Healer asem dia.
You got it. She's the younger sister of Serval and Japard Landau.
You know, is it just
Jarang-jarang
me,
pada
or should
quantum.
everyone in the overworld be taking tips from Lynx? She's the only person I've seen who's dressed for the Eternal Freeze. Like, are the majority of Belabogians frost-resistant or something?
I think those geomarrow
Saya- aku
heaters
nggak-
keep the
nggak
temperature
ambil
relatively
SW,
comfortable
Simon.
within the confines of the city.
Oh, so Lynx's winter gear is for venturing outside the city, right?
You got it. Lynx has always been drawn to the horizon. The centuries-old records of Jarilo VI's vibrant past, the beautiful
Lynx,
auroras described by her
Lynx,
teachers,
Lynx.
the heroic tales of the Landau family. All of it pertains to the world beyond the city walls,
Lucu juga.
what the Belabogians call the snow plains. Compared with her sister's enthusiasm
Ada
and
game.
her
Bentar, ada
brother's
game, Pak.
seriousness,
Saya
Lynx
hafal.
is
Eh,
somewhat
bentar.
introverted and
Bentar,
comfortable with
mereka 3
solitude.
bersaudara ya?
She often ventures out alone into the perilous snow plains, which has
Apa
allowed
karena
her
rambutnya
to
doang
hone
ya?
her wilderness survival skills.
Kakak
She's
siapa?
gonna be
Kakak.
the world's
Adik si
smallest
Gepard tuh ini.
survival expert.
Now, she may be small, but she packs a punch. Let's dive right in and see just how powerful this snow plains explorer really
Gimana?
is.
Yeah,
Penasaran deh.
Lynx is a quantum-type character following the path of abundance who provides a variety of healing for her team. Her skill can restore HP to a single ally
Restore
and grant
XP?
them survival response for a set number of turns, boosting their
Oh,
max
healer beneran loh dia
HP.
loh.
If an ally with survival response follows the paths of destruction
Healer,
or
kasih
preservation,
orang makan.
the likelihood of them being targeted by enemy
Ya mereka 3
attacks
bersaudara. Oh, nama
increases.
mereka bertiga tuh nama jenis
Increased enemy
kucing.
aggression?
Oh, alah.
Guess they're not fans of whatever's in that
Jenis
tin.
kucing ya?
Can't say that I blame them.
My, that looks like fermented herring.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my favorite. You guys want to try some?
No.
Kayaknya ada
No.
achievement di sini.
Can you
Achievement
forget
tiga
about the
tiga
contents of the
bersaudara
tin?
kayak.
This is a useful ability.
I'll say this. Directing enemy aggression towards characters who can
Tiga
take a
bersaudara
hit
kayak ada.
is kinda genius.
Does she have any edible tricks up her sleeve?
This one looks safe for consumption.
Masem.
Lynx's ultimate restores health too and dispels one debuff
Lebih
from
gede
each
daripada
ally.
si Natasha dong.
Huge!
I know. Yo, talk about a hard pill to
Ini
swallow.
sama kayak Natasha
huh?
loh, mirip-mirip loh.
Yeah.
Anyone? Sarah? No?
Mirip.
See, I'm just wondering how she even fits it in her backpack.
Sometimes
serangannya
big
kuantum,
things come in
serangannya.
small
Bukan-
packages. You know, I
bukan
forgot
physical.
to mention Lynx's talent. It can grant a continuous healing effect to targets of her skill and ultimate for a set number of turns. This effect will further restore a set amount of HP to characters with survival response. Similarly,
Bisa
her
passive heal
technique
dong.
can also grant a continuous healing effect for a set number of turns,
Continuous
but
heal loh.
to the
Wah,
entire
lebih gede
team.
daripada Natasha
Talk
dia
about
OP
being a
banget.
reliable
Itu
healer.
kayak obatnya tuan
That's our little snow
Oh, yeah,
plains
tuan, keren,
explorer. We can all breathe a little easier with
Yeah.
her on the team. Well, that concludes our new character introductions. Next up, let's take a look at the brand new 5-star light cones coming to the warp
Light
in
cone.
version 1.3.
Light cone lagi
To
sekarang.
get us started, how
Gila.
about a path of destruction light
buset.
cone, brighter than the sun?
Is there anything brighter than the sun?
If there is, we should tell Imbibitor Lunae about it. Someone needs some vitamin D.
Hey, come on. He's looking pretty good for a man suspended in chains. You know what I mean? Yeah?
Fair point. Now, on to a path of preservation.
Buset
light
lah, aku nggak bisa ambil fusion langsung
Poor
gimana ya?
girl. Everything changed in an instant.
Thrown suddenly
bagus
into
loh
an
dia.
endless reliance on bubble tea.
Speaking of bubble tea, Albert, any chance we can fast track that offer? Yeah.
No. Now, during the first phase of version 1.3 in the character warp,
First phase.
Epical Spectrum, Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star
Wah,
character
ada si
Don
itu loh.
Hung and Imbibitor Lunae. And in the corresponding light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star
si
light
Mark 7.
cone brighter than the sun will be hosted.
Miti.
During the
Oh, lagi
second
nonton
phase of
Sosial
version
Media.
1.3 and the character
Ini
warp,
yang PES kedua ya?
foreseen,
Ini yang PES
foreknown,
kedua nih.
foretold, Trailblazers can obtain
Gila.
the limited
Aku
5-star
yang ambil
character
Lunea.
Fushun,
Yang
not
begitu
to
Lunea.
mention the
Halo,
4-star
NH,
character
halo.
Lynx, who will also be joining the warp. Yes! During the corresponding light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone she already
Aduh,
shut
aku
her
galau kalau
eyes
misalnya mau
will
naik
be
Fushun atau-
boosted. And that's all she wrote on light cones and warps. But don't leave just yet now.
Thank
More
God.
exciting updates are right around the corner.
Mau. BA7N DHF HWX. Kopi dulu. Oh, tadi gacha buset. Santai, Mit. Woi, belum. Ini itu PES kedua, masih lama, Tem. Bentar, aku ke game dulu deh. Yeah. Alright. Tapi aku belum ada SW, galau kalau misalnya mau naik Fukuswana. Agak lain sih kalau misalnya mau naik Fukuswana. Karena aku baru ada masa sele doang, Asem. Sele sama apa?
Welcome
Harus
back,
ada
dear viewers.
SPC.
Let's pick up where we left off. In the preceding story, and thanks to the collaborative efforts of Jingyuan
Paling
and
si
Don Hung,
Inhibitor nih.
Vantilia was banished and the
Imaginaria.
Ambrosial Arbor crisis was resolved. And yet, as the dust settles, easing the fears of the citizenry becomes a new priority.
Rightly so. Helping people get back to their old lives is a big part of rebuilding.
And more often than not, responding to a disaster is trickier than preventing one.
Halo Yuda.
In version
halo.
1.3, the Trailblaze mission obsequies performed, a long
Ini
road
quest ya?
ahead will
Quest ini ya?
reveal a glimpse of the Xianzhou's
Yes.
recovery efforts.
Quest utama.
We'll also be seeing the likes of 4 new companion
story questnya
missions.
juga loh.
The Dragon
Nah,
Returns
nah, nah.
Home, Total Recall,
Iya, iya,
Farther
iya.
Than the Snow
Companion
Plains,
missionnya,
and Mohashle.
In The Dragon Returns Home, we find Don Hung in the turbulent wake of the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. He must face up to his past life and meet with the current Vidyadhara High Elder, Lady Bai Lu.
Meanwhile, in Total Recall, March 7th makes a big decision. Having witnessed the wonders of the Matrix of Prescience Ultima, she decides to ask Fu Xuan for the Matrix's help in rediscovering her past.
Oh, dia bantu
Farther
si-
Than the
oh,
Snow
Fushun.
Plains focuses
Si
on the
Mark
youngest
7.
member of the Landau family. Lynx returns from an expedition with something troubling her,
Expedition,
and her
okay.
siblings, Serval and Japard,
Si
are at a
Lynx ya?
loss to help. They decide to seek the assistance of none other than the Trailblazer.
And last but not least, Mohashle. Wildfire member and Fight Club reigning champion
Wih,
Luca
Luca.
has returned to Boulder
Wih.
Town. He wastes no time in inviting the Trailblazer and Zila to help him in completing a special bout of
Apa,
training.
Ooh,
Unsponsor.
nice cinematic read there, Albert. I'm getting goosebumps.
Oh, those names are so intriguing. I feel like these missions will answer a
Menurut Kafka
lot
sudah
of
pulang, aku
questions.
sudah tenang.
Like,
Waduh.
why is Bailu the current Vidyadhara High Elder?
Lu naikin
And is
sub,
March
Bang.
7th truly as many people suspect?
This is hardly the domain of unverified rumors. Ours is a serious program.
Serious? More like bubble tea gossip central.
Speaking of bubble tea, fine, I'll wait.
In our next segment, we'll be talking version
Wah.
1.3 events.
Free susah lo, let's
Exalting
go.
Sanctum's Aramali was once a hub of commerce and crowds, but has gradually fallen into
New
obscurity
maps.
over the last
Aduh,
millennium.
map yang lama aja
A
masih
blink
belum
of an
aku
eye for a
delete semua lo.
long-life species.
Ini ada yang
And
baru
now,
lagi dong.
as the IPC's corporate interference encroaches upon the Lao Fu, the people sense danger and are striving to breathe new life into old trades.
Ada Bailu juga ya di
In
sini.
the Oramale's Hustle and Bustle event, Trailblazers are thrown
Halo, Bang.
right into the action
Boleh,
with
habisin.
an opportunity
Nanti
to
malam, nanti
influence
malam.
the
Mau kalau-
Ali's ultimate fate.
Wait. What do we need to do exactly?
Well, shops of numerous sizes can be found in the newly reopened Aramali district. By arranging cargo shipments and planning logistics routes, trailblazers can accumulate funds. These funds can be used to progressively revamp the urban landscape of Arum Alley, helping it return to its former glory.
By achieving goals in this limited
Ada
time event,
mini-gamesnya
players
dong.
can earn self-modeling
Astaga,
resin,
ini yang kemarin
tracks
lagi
of
yang kayak
destiny,
museum.
stellar
Ini
jade,
mirip museum
and
nih.
4-star character Sushang. Following this limited time event, Arum Alley will remain
aja,
in the
Bang, nanti
game as a
teman-temanku udah
permanent
pada main.
mode.
Oh, ntar
This
aku
mode
pakai akun
includes
kecil aja sekarang.
rewards
Let's
such
go.
as the Arum Alley themed phone wallpaper, Ingenium Dreams.
Level 20 ya.
What? That's something we haven't seen
Ingenium
before?
Dreams.
That's right. Phone wallpapers are a new feature being added to version
Phone wallpaper.
1.3. Trailblazers can browse and replace their
Bisa diganti
wallpapers
dong.
using
Let's
the
go.
in-game mobile menu.
Wah, gila sih, keren sih.
So pretty.
Keren sih.
Isn't it?
Yang museum sangat
All
iya.
right, folks.
Panjang banget loh.
It's time to talk about a big update
Asu
to
yang
the
baru.
simulated universe.
Finally! I thought
ini-
for a
ini-
moment you might have accidentally left it out.
Ada yang baru.
The cheek! How could I, your humble living servant, make you wait?
I mean, we're still waiting on those bubble teas, so
Dapat
I'm just
harta, oke.
saying.
Oh, ini yang update itu lagi.
The update is the collaborative effort of 4 genius minds. They call it Simulated Universe, the Swarm Disaster.
The Swarm.
They completed a broad spectrum of structural renovations purely to investigate the fall of an eon.
The swarm disaster. Sounds like it might have something to do with, what is that eon's name again? Tazy something?
Tazeroth, the Eon of Propagation.
That's the one.
Interesting. What motivated Herta and her team to research the Imperator Insectorum?
Ooh, I'll tell you. From the story so far, we've heard that the propagation once caused a major swarm, which spread throughout the universe. This eventually caught the attention of multiple eons who united to eradicate it. This event involved more eons than any other recorded event in
multiple
history,
ion.
which of course makes it an excellent research
Iya. Dan
subject.
Hang ngeselin banget
so
mukanya
that's
yang
how it
chibi.
is.
Lucu tapi ya, lucu aja.
In order to delve into this complicated history, Herta and her team have developed various new methods of exploration. In Simulated Universe, the Swarm Disaster, the
Baru.
stage maps will appear in
Baru
a
nih.
format similar to a chessboard.
Wah,
Trailblazers will need to navigate through randomly generated
Oh, bisa
domains
milih
and
sekarang ya?
tackle a variety of challenges before making it to the deepest parts of the simulation.
I'm assuming
Buset, banyak
these
banget.
geniuses had more in mind than
Ada
simply
mini-gamesnya di
maneuvering
di
around
SU
the
dong.
grid.
Right you are. In order to simulate the
Anjir, itu
experiences
apaan?
of
Gue
different
aja
path
masih
striders and
masih yang
Resident Evil
kelima itu
eons,
kayaknya.
a brilliant mind
Ini
named
baru nih.
Steven developed the audience die and communing device.
Oh, audience die? Oh, come on,
Buset.
Albert. That's not a nice thing to say to the audience.
Beda lagi dong, SU dong.
Die as in singular for dice.
Okay.
It has to do with the eons bestowing random gifts upon path striders.
Wah.
Before progressing each turn, use the communing device to roll the audience die. This will generate special effects for the current turn. These special effects might provide our team with powerful buffs, or alter the chessboard
bisa
in
ambil
some
buff juga
way,
di sini.
or even create further variables for subsequent actions.
Terus ada yang baru dong di SU
The
dong. Beda banget.
chessboard and grids are superficial. The true intent of the geniuses is to delve into the mysteries of the eons. Each exploration will encompass 3 planes corresponding to Imperator Insectorum's emergence, expansion, and demise. Trailblazers will encounter simulated historical events during these phases, and different responses will lead to different
Ada yang baru
outcomes.
loh, yang
Do
topeng.
these simulations really recreate the truth?
The official response is that due to the many historical unknowns, all potential outcomes are valuable. The data
Ada
helps
pilihan
us
baru ya,
infer the most
pilihan
probable
baru.
truth.
And the unofficial response?
Madam Herta said, and I quote, "You can't prove that the past wasn't like this, can you?"
How exceptional. Undeniably a genius.
Madam Herta has also developed a path space for the express purpose of enhancing the resonance between
Buff, yeah.
trailblazers and their paths. As a trailblazer, every action you take that aligns with your path during exploration can help you to obtain path energy, leading you closer to the eons.
And what can we expect when we get closer to the eons?
Once you have sufficient path energy, you'll be able to unlock specific buffs and the chance to interact directly with the corresponding eon, thereby uncovering their part in the swarm disaster.
Okay, so we've been hearing those words a lot, but none of this feels swarmish or disastery enough to me.
Say no more. In the final domain of the third plane of each exploration, Trailblazers will encounter a brand new enemy, the Swarm True Sting. True Stings have the ability to divide and create more swarms. If not dealt with promptly, the entire battlefield will eventually be overrun by the swarm. Sufficiently swarmy? Suitably disastery?
Yeah, okay, that's plenty. Gives me the creeps just thinking about it.
Finally, upon clearing Simulated Universe, the swarm disaster, the brand new path of propagation will be unlocked within the Simulated Universe.
What a roller coaster. That's a big update, all right.
And big updates need big rewards.
Buffnya gigi banget.
Aside from Stellar Jade and numerous other materials, the Swarm Disaster rewards include 2 self-modeling resins.
Those things are rarer than rare. Are there really 2 up for grabs?
You better believe it. And I highly encourage Trailblazers to give it a go. Next up is the Space Station Task Force event. Revitalizing the space station is no small undertaking. If we want to speed things up, we'll need to enlist the help of a task force with special permissions. Watson has lined up all the assignments that require attention. Over to you, Trailblazers.
Baru kan, iya baru. Tapi gue cuma bisa
During the
ngeliatin
event,
Valornya
by
terbang.
assembling a team that meets the
ada
requirements
dia.
of specific assignments,
Ya wes.
you'll be able to earn rewards such as Stellar Jade and character experience materials.
And as the message makes clear, there will be
Bisa dapat
requests
Primo,
and
Hasan.
assignments
Primo.
every day.
Stellar
It's
Jade.
almost impossible to finish them all.
Version
Wih.
1.3 will also see the return
Wah,
of the
2 kali
Planet
dong,
Fisher
planar lagi.
and Garden of Plenty events.
Double rewards.
During the
Let's
respective
go.
events, successfully challenging the simulated universe and
Double
clearance
reward lagi dong di
can
kelas
earn
golden,
you a
kelas
set
golden.
amount of double
Wah,
rewards.
udah enak banget.
At the same time, version 1.3 will unlock 2 new stagnant shadow stages,
Hah?
Shape of Puppetry
karena ada
and
karakter baru
Shape
ya.
of Abomination.
Iya, jadi ada
The
baru.
former will drop suppressing
Halo Nafi
Beacons,
Faiz.
Ascension material
Hari-hari ASR,
required for
yoi.
Don Hung and
Kalau
Viper
ngomong bisa
Lynette.
aja sih.
The
Cari
latter
komentar.
will
Gampang
drop
sih,
Nail of
gampang,
the Ape, Ascension material required for
Aduh,
Pushway.
ini jam-jam banget.
All
Karena dia
that
tuh-
too?
Oh, and I'm not done with you yet. Version
Si
1.3
Sun Wukong.
system updates are just as momentous. First off, after the version 1.3 update, the Trailblaze power cap will be
Di buff
raised from
lo.
180 to 240.
Terus kita di buff lo.
Exactly the amount that
Jadi
it
OP
generates in
dong
a
ini
day.
kita.
Once Trailblaze
Aing
power
pakai
maxes
ini loh.
out, a
Aing
percentage
pakai-
of the surplus
Aing
is
pakai
converted into
MCMP.
reserved Trailblaze power.
Trailblazer.
So in other words, if you forget to log on, you won't have wasted much Trailblaze power.
And here's something else.
Aku
The
pakai ini.
1.3 update
Lah,
will also
katanya
bring
video di
changes to the
RMT.
friends and chat systems, which include being able to sort your friends. And Trailblazers not currently accepting new friend requests can choose to disable them in settings.
Bisa disable.
Icing on the cake, you can now send emojis in chats.
Wih, ada
At
emoji.
last, bring on the pom-pom and March 7th emojis.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bukan-
Fingers
udah bisa.
crossed for some authentic boomer material.
And of course,
Wow.
we have the crowd favorite, Gift of Odyssey Chicken Reward.
Waduh.
Logging in for
baik
7 days
banget,
gets you
Asam.
10 warps. It might just be your lucky
Gila.
break.
Nicholas, I admire your confidence.
Dikasih free ya.
Last but not least, Honkai Star Rail will also be a part of this year's Gamescom.
Kerja sama
What
games.
surprising
udah.
updates await us? Watch this Space Trailblazers.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Gede ya. Wah, ini
Let's
saya
roll
merangkul.
out
Oh, iya.
today's final redemption code.
Banyak yang kita pengen ini, pengen pull loh. Yang las. ASN 6CH XBR W3. Nice. Ambil dulu semua. Weh. Sama Delta. Orangnya lagi nggak ada dah. Summon. Ini apa? Oh, ini yang survei. Ada survei dapat 30.000 kredit, lumayan sih.
All good things
Udah
must
kelar
come
kan
to an end. And so must today's
Oh,
special
udah
program.
kelar.
We've covered quite a bit about the 1.3 update. Any thoughts or feelings from our guests? What are you most looking forward to?
Man, so much to choose from, but for me, it's gotta be the characters.
Wow.
Dan Heng and Bibiter Lune, Fu
Aku
Xuan,
pengen
and
ini
Lings
Bibiter
are all
Lune sih
special
kayaknya.
in their own way. I
Ah,
just
sampai
hope I get
sakit loh
lucky
dia
with the warps.
Yes, no,
And as for me, I'm super excited about the simulated universe update. The new gameplay and story aspects sound brilliant.
Yeah. Well, since you guys covered the obvious, I'll go for something a little different. I feel like this version's quality of life enhancements are really good. I love the Trailblaze power cap increase and the new
Oh
Reserve
iya,
Trailblaze
di buff
power feature.
MC kita,
They
MC
may
kita di
sound
buff.
minor, but I think they'll make a big difference to the experience.
Oh, totally. And I'm sure the gaming experience will keep improving as the updates keep rolling. Well, that's it for the Honkai Star Rail version 1.3 special program.
Dah.
As always, thanks again to all you
Thank you,
trailblazers
Ryan.
for tuning in. And may our paths cross again soon.
Bye, guys.
Catch you later.
See you next
Oh,
time.
bubble tea, bubble tea, bubble tea.
Fine.
Yeah.
Udah kan, Say? Oh, udah. Udah kelar, Dech. Let's go. Bentar. Lanjut nggak sih? Bentar, kita ini dulu. Bentar lah, habis itu kita nanti off. Kita ganti ke Genshin asem. Echo of War, kok bisa sih? Hah? No, nggak ada Dawe. Iya, Dawe mah di Genshin Lu kemana-mana asem. Asem nyari Dawe asem. Ini dulu lah, yang tinggal 2 nih. Ntar Valo sambil live stream kah? Yoi. Tapi agak malam masih by the way. Kamu bisa. Aku nanti jam 10 mau pas Phasmophobia ada update besar, update baru. Jam berapa sih habis ini? Ini aku daily doang sih. Udah kayaknya. Kan developer Heiser juga. Iya sih, tapi ya nggak se-hype itu. Dia mulai ke Genshin sih. Banyak ke Genshin. Ada. Ini pakai aja lah ya. Bisa aja kayaknya. Let's go. Awesome. Kena freeze dong. Oke ini. Nice. Jadi yang ini dulu. Bunuh ini dulu kali ya. Hancur. Habis lagi itu. Nice. Aduh. Oke. Tema dulu, hancurin dulu. Nice. Alright. Tema dulu. Selang. Oh, bisa jadi bot. Waduh. Kalian saling kenal kah? Sele, jangan lagi sele ya. susah tuh. Nih. Aduh, dia udah bangkit pas lagi.
共に散れスターレイファントム
Hancur kah? Belum. Nggak ada kritikal ya? Ya, sama youtuber sendiri. Youtuber sama.
しつこい
Enggak, itu si udah tuh dulu dia viewer pertama aku asem dia. Kalau saya jarang nongol, iya dia viewer pertama banget.
我に力を
Dia kena upgrade ya dia. Aduh, ke frozen lagi. Astaga.
我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った守るべき者のために打ち崩せ
Repot sih kita. Sele, aduh. Coba dulu. Serang dulu, maybe. Kalau jadi mod bang sering datang ke sini lah.
適切な援助だった
Orang yang sering datang baru jadi ya. Langsung ke bom aja gitu ya. Nice. Cool. Kebrik mantap. Segar. Ini kita matiin dulu ya.
うっとうしくに
Mana hancur ini. Nice. Tes. Kedua.
槍先に火を炎の槍を立て
Sering aja ya. Harus
楽に
sering
した
cek.
ショート共に散れスター
Ah,
レイファ
dulu
ント
pas
ム
masih 300 kalau enggak. Iya. Sekarang juga masih kecil sih. Aduh, dia mau ulti dong. No. Oh no.
希望だ
No.
俺が守る
我に力を我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った守るべき者のために打ち崩せ
Serang dulu.
しつこい
R. Aku beneran bisa ulti nih.
過去を飲み
Dia mau ulti lagi dong. Ulti dulu.
うっとうしく
Serang.
に
Menang sih. Udah menang duluan sih.
天使を授
Kita
け
debuff dulu.
適切な援助だ
亡者再臨
Menang nih udah.
避けられん我に力をしつこい楽にしたショート共に散れスターレイ
Masih air berapa tuh ya? Masih benar-benar air awal benar-benar air di bawah 20 an. Ini nggak bagus. Dapat Lycon dong. Oke ya tuh. Kok gua bisa dapat Lycon sih? Oke banget. Stagnant Shadow ya. Paling ini aja kita gunakan balik konsumsi sekali. Karena ini lebih ya aja lah. Terus kita misi harian dulu, terus kita ganti ke Genshin. Kita misi harian last. Bentar, ini kita udah kan ya? Simulated Universe. Udah sih harusnya. Nah, nanti aing cek lagi deh. Ya, dia mau ngajar ibu Rasam. Aduh. Gak usah stream baru kok, gak usah stream baru.
代価を払ってもらう
Mau di sini aja kak, tapi nggak enak Asam. Serang, hancurin dulu ya, nggak
大
mati.
丈夫問題はない
Astaga sakit banget. Asem.
チャンスだ
Serang.
槍先に火を炎の槍を断ち切れ
Mau ketinggalan banget kayak saya tadi benar-benar main cuma login buat
いい
gacha
度
dan
胸だね
lumayan stellar jet-nya yang kita butuhkan sih stellar jet-nya. Nah, aja lah ya.
避けられない一
Kita
戦
pakai
我
ini
に
lagi.
力を
お
我
別
々
れの
はとう
時
に嵐に踏み入った守るべき者のために打ち崩せ
Terus ini kita kasih ke bro-nya.
厄介を避け
Tuh, biar penuh lagi
うっとうしいわ
darahnya.
ね
Terus kita pakai di sini. Matikan dulu masih. Nah, satu
あの
mati.
世に送ってやる
Dua mati. Putih.
楽にしてあげるショート共に散れスターレイファント
Dia langsungan aja jangan bila kayak aku biasanya gitu jadi nggak usah. Oh iya kak, mau kayak gitu aja kak. Aduh, udah kelar ya. Udah. Dia dia udah jadi hantu kan. Ya. Well, I'm sorry for you, bro. Nice, kelar. Tada, kelar. Udah kelar semua universe, oke. Baik, kita tinggal habisin resin terus kita baru udah nih. Ini kita udah pada max sih ini kita. Tinggal ini doang sih paling. Bentar ya. Kita naikin si keempat dulu saya. Kayaknya thumbnail biar nggak dimarahin Delta. Lah gimana? Baru naik level 65 aku. Iya, 65 lumayan loh. Oh, udah bisa cari talent tuh lumayan. Ya, cari aja lah. Ya. Apa kita ini aja ya? Echo War aja ya udah ya. Kita kayaknya main Echo War aja lah, habisin aja. Ini kita ada tiga kesempatan sih lah. Dua lagi. Kita lawan ini. Aduh, kalau lawan ini sekali lagi, bro, inilah ya. Coba. Ini sekali lagi. Baru bos yang baru. Biar nggak dimainin dia. Nice. Dia jalan lagi. Nice. Bagus. Sejauh ini berjalan lancar. Kena es dong. Oh no. Mantap. Di debuff mantap banget. Jadi dia tidak ke aja. Dilindungi sama kita matiin ini dulu. Bunuh apa dulu ya? Langsung aja kita. Kita matiin yang kecil dulu lah. Bus. Nggak mati dong. Sini. Jalan. Nice. Bisa. Kenapa? Tapi baik. Kamu Aider ya? Kirim siapa? Apakah iya kamu adalah Aider kalau di Genshin? Tahan. Iya anjir. Udah apa beda akun Yuyut itu kah? Aing hampir tidak bisa mengenalinya. Ganti nama doang. Nice. Jauh. Jangan dikasih macam-macam, pakai aja. Sini. Belum mati dong dia. Astaga. Well, matikan. Belum dong. Matikan dia. Nah. Gue juga sering ganti nama, kesel gue. Ganti nama atau pusing atau sekali. Oh nice. Dia udah mau ulti gimana ya? Bentar. Aduh. Coba. Aku di buff ini dulu. Oh nice. Tembak biasa. Terus ini serang. Dia ulti dong. Ya dia ulti. Nice. Aduh, di itu dong. Oh no. Sini. Nice. Kebrek.
火を炎の槍を助け
Mantap, tinggal 2%. Main game sebenarnya X dengan lagu main Yes Yo, bagus lagunya loh. Jelek kan? Oke, terus yang terakhir untuk penutupan kita akan langsung yang ini, yang baru. Ini kenapa kita yang baru? Karena mungkin masih dibutuhkan yang ini. Jadi kita ambil-ambilin dulu aja. Oh, ini harus pakai ini ya. Ini harus pakai ini dong. Tim yang OP ya. Wih, Pantil ya.
ランドゥの名小説の志は
Langsung di flick kan.
知ることなし
速やかに作戦を調整しなきゃ。
Mungkin tembak-tembak dulu lah. Kita break dulu, break. Oke, ini
亡者再臨
nice. Ke break semua.
陛下に慈悲なし正義はここにあ
Kita
る
serang yang ini aja lah.
避けられ
Eh, Jinggi ya. Habis itu udah
我
nih.
々は党に嵐に
Jinggi aja.
守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。
火を抱いてよここへ
Hats.
タッチ
Nice, dapat itu dong, dapat poin skill. Oke, masih aman. Sakit tuh loh. Deflect aja. Aduh, dia ngelain lagi dong. Aduh.
陛下に慈悲なし
Ayo, gantung. Dulu nih. Oh, nice.
どんな隙も見逃さない。
Jinggian.
我に力を。
Jangan lagi ya.
抱いてよここへ
Petir. Nice. Stack kedua lagi. Keren banget udah tuh.
大事
Masep. Keren loh.
覚悟しろ
Biasa.
ランドゥの名小説の志は
Kasih armor.
知ることなし
我に力を。我
Nice.
々は党に嵐に踏み入った守るべ
Habis
き
ini
者のために
lagi aku,
打
lagi.
ち崩せ。
陛下に慈悲なし
Hats.
タッチ
Ki. Aduh, masih belum mati dong. Tunggu aja. Waduh.
いい度胸だね
Satu aja. Petir. Masih aku loh petir loh. Beli ya.
我に
Jinggian,
力
jangan
を。
lagi ya.
抱いてよここへ
Aku break loh. Gimana?
強い命。
Dia mau.
亡者再臨
Dia nggak skill tuh. Aman.
壊滅の懲罰。
Aman.
代価を払ってもらう。
Jinggian, aduh nggak ada point skill.
お別れの時だ
Kita break dulu lah ya.
私に続け
Mantap.
陛下に
Ke break. Nice,
Satu
break. Petir kali.
避けら
Nice,
れない
nice.
にせよ。我に力を。
Sengit banget.
抱いてよここへ
Ya dia bangun lagi dong.
強い命。
Wah dia nge-skill lagi dong. Sakit banget lu asem. No. Well,
亡者再臨
dia udah mau mati ya ini dong.
壊滅の懲罰。
ランドゥの名小説の志は知ることなし正義はここに陛下に慈悲なし
Tawa lagi si Amzil gue, emang ngapain ketawa lu? Sama si Nafi, lol. Bukan Nafi ya, si Alis. Anjay. Mami, gitu kan. Oh, udah masih, iya masih mati loh. Tipis banget darahnya dong itu. Astaga. Kita nyangin dulu. Matiin dulu. Bunga-bunganya. please lah, jangan serang ini. Asap. Please, jangan, no.
ランドゥの名も小説の志は朽ちることなし
Wasem. Untung ada masih ada armor. Aman.
大丈夫問題はない
Aman.
ライテルここへ
Benar. Mantap, dapat poin skill lagi, max. Di. Begini.
もうじゃ再臨
Mantap. Bentanya ke break. Belum. Gepar. Ulti lagi si gepar. Yang ini aja. Dulu masih belum bisa ya.
覚悟しろ
Oke, aman. Nah, bisa ulti lagi.
小説の志は
Gepar.
朽ちることな
MVP
し
ya di sini.
陛下に慈悲なし
Astaga, masih lo. Kurang kah? Ininya shieldnya kayak kurang. Oh no, udah nggak ada ini. Aing udah nggak ada poin skill lagi. Udah nol langsung tai. Well, nggak sapi lo petirnya lo. Cuma 5 doang.
ランドゥの名も小説の志は朽ちることなしもうじゃ再臨
Ayo. Lo usah. Keprik mantap. Ayah.
ライテル
Masih bisa sekali lagi. Mantap, putih. Nice, dapat poin skill. Ini kita matiin dulu. Belum mati dong? Oh, mantap. Oke, itu udah mati, udah aman. Belum mati itu. Oke. Ini masih belum mati.
陛下に慈悲なし正義はここに
Ini kita matikan dulu sih ini. Aduh, belum mati lagi dia. Suara.
大丈夫問題はない
Astaga, masih loh. No.
お別れの時だ
Oh my god, bunganya masih datang lagi dong bunganya. Ayo. Mantap dapat poin skill. Thank you.
ランドゥの名小説の志は朽ちることなし
No.
タッチキーもうじゃ再臨
Mantap. Tir. Lumayan. Menang sih ini.
いい度胸だね
Aja lah. Kita abaikan bunga-bunganya lah ya.
ライテルここへ
Untung aku ada
ランドゥの
ulti
小
lagi.
説の志は
Situ
朽ちる
betul
こ
mas.
となし
Please. Dikit lagi. Tengah aja lah ya. Aduh, dia bakal ini dong.
大丈夫問題はない
Mantap ya. Ulti. Bas.
キー
Ya, oke lah. Gila sampai mati dong ini. Masa sampai apa namanya? Sampai Oke. Sepertinya sih udah done sih. Ini apa? Oh, ini survei ya, Tom? Bentar. Ini sih udah sih. Ini nggak ada apa? Pesannya nggak ada. Sama yang baru ini apa ya ini ya? Grid main ini apa ya? Pencari harta karun ini apa nih? Baru kah? Event kah? Nanti aja lah ya. Bang, akunku udah ada nih, bisa compete, tapi masih silver 2. Silver udah lumayan silver loh. Ntar ku DM di Discord aja anjay. Oke, aku follow dulu ya, thank you. Aku kayaknya ganti Genshin aja. Ganti stream aja kali ya. Aing ganti stream aja lah. Alright. Navi mau aku Genshin dulu ya. Aku mau ganti stream biar enggak awkward. Takutnya awkward banget loh kalau misalnya kita ini loh. Ya bentar. Dapat barang. Udah. Sip. Gila, ini dulu nih ya. Keren banget loh. Kalian mau lihat kah? Lihat tuh. Gila. Warnanya bagus.
Old friends, meet yet again.
Keren ya? Enggak. Kok enggak sih? Oh, itu Ivan. Aku ganti ini aja lah ya, ganti apa namanya, ganti stream aja lah ya. Soalnya ini aku bikin judul khusus di sini nih, jadi aku nggak mau ketimpa-timpa. Oh ini event yang ini, wah lama nggak nih? Aduh, kalau lama aku ganti Genshin dulu kali ya. Besok aja lah ya. Nggak main HSR ya udah. Aku pindah stream dulu lah, nanti aku langsung langsung aja sih. Bye bye guys. Bye bye.